Guys, you were looking at my first AR-15. Finally got it in for Model 1 sales. It is the 20-inch rifle length system, A2 buttstock. And let me explain, because I had hinted to this in a couple other videos while I kind of give you some crappy views of it all, kind of swoop in and look at it. What I was trying to replicate, I wasn't exactly trying to do, but there's a USMC SAM-R rifle, which basically it's a squad advanced marksman rifle. They basically take 5.56 caliber and trick it out to make it a little more accurate than standard issue. Normally with a loophole scope on top of it. Or then also you see like the Mark 12s or the SPR rifle. It's kind of a hybrid in between a lot of that out there. Just kind of, was kind of fascinated with the idea of a advanced marksman rifle, on top of the fact that, I wanted to build an AR. And I'll run down real quick and I'll do a full video at some point. But what we have is a 20-inch Shaw barrel, fully fluted, so it's fluted at the front and then underneath the handguard, which the handguard is a free-floated Yankee Hill Machine. It's one of their lightweight rail series. So you can see on the rail itself, it's actually it's cut down. It just has the teeth for the Picatinny rail. It's got the big open spaces in the rail itself, so you can see it's pretty skeletonized. Yankee Hill Machine front gas block. They flip up sight. Tucks away. I do have a Yankee Hill backup rear sight, but I've got this crappy little center point scope on it that I was toying around with it, shooting it, so I've placed that on there. But the rings, the only set of rings that I had are low, and so it won't fit there, but we'll get that fixed out at some point. A2 buttstock, standard, plastic. Can always upgrade that at some point. Easy enough to put together. Model 1 sales sent me the upper completed, so they did all the barrel work and the free float and gas block, stuff like that. I had some Pro Mag rails I showed earlier in the week that I threw those on. The lower itself, I had a strip Palmetto State Armory. Palmetto Arms, maybe not Palmetto State, I can't remember now, drawing a blank. But strip lower, what I put on, which basically I built the lower myself, and I'll tell you what, if you guys have never done it and are thinking about it, of building, and the thought of building the lower parts kit may scare you, intimidate you, you hear a lot of guys on here say that it's not that hard. Trust me, if I was able to do it, most of you out there should not be a problem. It was super easy. It was frustrating. Now I'm gonna say it's frustrating, and at some points, especially those little tiny pieces, detent springs, you gotta be really, really careful, because I actually shot out a detent spring trying to get it in place, and had to get a flashlight and a headlamp and crawl around on my floor for about 10 minutes looking for it. But I found it and got it all placed in. But man, everything was great. This does have a Rock River Arms 2-stage match trigger, which I can say is freaking awesome. Other AR triggers have got quite a bit of pull, and you can hear the springs creaking and everything trying to pull until it finally releases. This 2-stage trigger, all the slack is taken off, it's loose, so you pull it back and then you hit the hard spot on it, and then I would say anywhere from about maybe 5-6 pounds, if that. It may be lower than that, it may be around 4, but nice, just a nice smooth motion, just pops, and pretty awesome there. Everything else went together real good. I don't know where they get the uppers or what upper portion they use. Made it up really well, didn't have any problems with it. There's a little bit of play, and when I say little, I mean just hardly noticeable. Just kind of when you're holding it, you can kind of feel a little bit of a shift when you move it from side to side, but not too bad there. Simple little dust cover model with the forward assist. To be honest with you, I feel dumb because I thought that I had gotten an extended latch hammer or extended latch handle, a charging handle. But a standard one came and I checked and I didn't select it, so well, it is awkward with the scope right there, so I may need to upgrade that. Pretty good though. I'll tell you what, it's a lot bulkier than I thought it was going to be. I thought that it wouldn't be too bad, but it is. I don't remember what the overall length is. I mean, hell, I've got a 20-inch barrel and then A2 buttstock, whatever that thing links out at, and then add the width of the lower, and I know it was quite a bit longer. I've got a 38-inch rifle case, and I had to take it apart to get it to fit in there, especially with the scope on and everything. And of course I've shown this before, but the Blackhawk enhanced trigger guard, which I guess it looks. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on the looks. I thought it would. I don't know. I think it looks good, but I may just go back to the regular one that came with. That is the first initial look. I'm going to be following up. I'll go over the upper and the barrel, and then if you're interested in the this free float hand guard, because there's not a lot of information about just that hand guard itself, pull up some info and then do a video on that. Lower parts I may show some on this. But yeah, man, it's rifle shot it. Didn't have any problems whatsoever. 0 malfunctions. Fed every round, shot every round, ejected every round. Everything looked good. Standard rifle buffer in it as well. No, I don't know who exactly the buffer's from, but it's just a standard rifle buffer, and it seems to work out pretty well with that 55 grain load. I don't plan on shooting anything other than 55. I might try 62 at some point, but like I said, 55 right now is the cheap bulk ammo, and that's all I'm looking at shooting. Of course, I may try some match 55, or I may try to get some hand load 55s and see if that does any better. But other than that, it's just going to be a cheap one. So that's that. I've been waiting for 2.5 years to do this, and finally got it built. And I'm sure I'm not done getting modifications. One thing I'll say is I got a Blackhawk tactical bipod. It's the 6 to 9 inch, but it's a swivel stud, and I checked all my shops trying to find a swivel stud Picatinny adapter, and can't. So I'll have to go through Midway USA and order one in. No big deal. It would have been nice to have it when I was shooting it today. So that is a look at my USMC SAMR clone, and not really a clone, but my cheap man version of it. So awesome. Hopefully some shooting videos to come up here within the next couple of days, and show it off a little bit. Thank you.